Hello and welcome to Gaming Night. My name is Banks and I am your host. And in this show, we're going to take a closer look at the games being played in the elite competition of Gamers Without Borders. We will provide you with the essential knowledge, but more importantly, we're here to have some fun. So why not start with the big guns? What is the most popular sport on the planet? You already know it. It is, of course, football. Yeah, I'm also a fan of it, but not that great at playing it. Just before I crash into the set. Everyone loves football, but people went crazy about its introduction into esports. But how did it all start? Let's take a look.
We all know FIFA, the best-selling sports title from EA Games. It's flashy, it's fun, and it's popular. And with annual releases every year since 1994, the game has come a long way since it all started off as FIFA International Soccer. The game was a success, and it most notably took a departure from the usual top-down view, with its isometric camera angle providing a new experience for fans of the game. Skipping past FIFA 95 and directly to FIFA 96, the 2D graphics of previous years were swapped out for realistic, real-time 3D, which were even crispier in the iconic release, FIFA Road to World Cup 98. A licensed soundtrack and player rosters, refined graphics, as well as correct offside calls were all the rage and elevated FIFA above its competition. FIFA 99 and FIFA 2000 brought improvements, but it was at the turn of the millennium that FIFA 2001 made way to the new-gen PlayStation 2 console, with even crispier graphics. The new generation of consoles brought a real challenger in the shape of Pro Evolution Soccer from Konami, which forced FIFA to rethink their series. This would eventually prompt EA to release their games a month earlier to get a head start on the competition, and FIFA 2005 was let loose in early October, not only to beat PES 4 to the market, but also to make room for their freestyle-focused FIFA Street. FIFA Street brought the fluidity and fun from early 2000s Nike commercials to life, and eventually saw 4 full releases throughout the years, providing a different take on the beautiful game with a more urban take on the formula. The main series continued to improve itself, with FIFA 06 receiving a major gameplay overhaul, renovating the game engine and laying the foundation for the coming releases on next-gen consoles such as the PS3 and the Xbox 360. As of 2011, the FIFA franchise has already been localized into 18 languages and available in 51 countries. But 2012 was a milestone for the game itself, as it further improved the player impact engine, updated the AI, made the Ultimate Team game mode available across all platforms, and introduced 360-degree dribbling and precision passing that FIFA 11 had laid the groundwork for. As a result, FIFA 12 still holds the record for the fastest-selling sports game ever, with over 3.2 million copies and $186 million generated at retail in its first week of release. A significant shot back at EA came in 2013, though, when the Spanish professional women's footballer Verónica Boquete started a petition which called upon Electronic Arts to introduce female players in the FIFA series. Unsurprisingly, the petition attracted 20,000 signatures in just 24 hours. So naturally, EA listened to the needs, and 3 years later, FIFA 16 included female national teams in their series for the first time ever, which have been included in every edition since. In recent years, FIFA has evolved by adding, removing, and fine-tuning features in an attempt to solidify the franchise as the world's premier footballing simulation. FIFA 21 may be the current focus, and a popular one at that, but let's not forget the record-breaking legacy of the series. FIFA has sold over 325 million copies, and it's listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the best-selling sports video game franchise in the world. So there's a lot of weight on their shoulders to keep those achievements, possibly even improve them.
So now you know why it became so huge and why everyone wants to be like Cristiano, Messi, Lewandowski, or the almighty Ronaldinho. Well, this is your man. Ronaldinho, welcome to Gaming Night. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Firstly, I must say that not only have you inspired a generation of how we play football now, but you also inspired an entire mode on FIFA, being FIFA Street and now Volta. How does that feel?
Bom, prazer estar aqui falando com vocês. Me sinto lisonjeado, muito feliz, né?
It's a pleasure to be here. I feel happy and delighted to be a part of the show.
Well, I want to take it all the way back because when you were a kid, you scored 23 goals in a single game, and everyone must have thought this kid is something special. So, do you feel that way about any young footballers now?
Bom, né, o que aconteceu nesse jogo, né, 23 gols no jogo. Eu ainda era criança e né, meus amigos de criança eram muito ruins, então por isso que eu fiz os 23 gols. Mas não,
I managed to score all those goals because all the other players were bad, so that's the only reason, not my merit. You know, I believe there are a lot of young, talented players from all over the world, and there are plenty of them still to be born.
Well, I'm glad it was so easy for you, but I want to ask something maybe that's slightly more difficult. What do you think is the most difficult thing about being a young athlete nowadays?
a dificuldade é muito grande, né? Porque são muitos jovens querendo, né, chegar a ser jogador profissional e muito poucos conseguem. Então
The hardest thing for all these young players is the fact that there are so many of them trying to be professional players, and only a few of them can succeed. It's a hard way, a tough way, with no shortcuts.
Well, there are so many young footballers on the rise, and it really is, such a difficult sport to become the top of your game at. So I wanted to ask you, when did it hit you and you realized I have made it as a footballer? I mean, we could be talking about the 2002 World Cup or when you got signed to Barcelona, maybe?
acho que desde jovem eu sempre acreditei muito e treinei muito. Eu tive sorte desde muito novo já fazer parte das categorias de base da seleção brasileira. Então, desde meus 14 anos. Então, desde o primeiro momento que fui convocado.
It was earlier than that, much earlier. Ever since I was young, I played a lot, I trained very hard, and I was lucky. Thanks to all that and thanks to my luck, I was chosen for the starting lineup on the Seleção, the Brazilian national team. But the real breakthrough was the moment I watched Brazil win the 1994 World Cup. It was a very important moment. Even though I was only 14 or 15, that's when I decided that football is my path, my life. From that moment, I knew I'm going to be a football player.
And now pushing towards, more of the tail end of your career and you are regarded as a star. What is the best part of being a star football player?
A melhor parte do futebol é jogar futebol. Então eu fui muito feliz na minha carreira.
The best part about being a football player is being able to play football all the time. That's the best part about it. Of course, the opportunity to play for all these great clubs is fantastic, and let's not forget about winning. Winning is great. It's so cool to win the title, to be a champion, and be part of all these great teams. For me, that was the best part about being a football player.
So I want to take things slightly away from football for a brief moment. Now, what has been your best moment outside of football?
São muitos, né? De viver muita coisa boa, né?
So many. There are a lot of great moments, many great moments. For example, the carnival. I love the carnival, dancing, and I love music. But there are a whole lot of other great moments outside of the football pitch.
So now I just want to take it back to gaming because this is why we're here. This is Gaming Night and we are here for Gamers Without Borders. So when you play FIFA, is it hard not to choose yourself?
Eu gosto de jogar comigo mesmo. Eu gosto, né, e me divirto muito.
Actually, I love to play as myself. I've always loved to play video games, and I still do. I play quite a lot in my spare time, especially FIFA.
So you say that you like to play games. I'd like to take that all the way back then. What was your first ever gaming device?
Acho que o primeiro videogame que eu joguei acho que foi...
My first gaming console was the Atari, I think.
Taking it all the way back, my first was the Nintendo 64, but can you remember what was the first ever video game that you played?
Enduro. Foi o meu primeiro jogo que eu joguei. Acho que foi o Enduro, depois tinha Pac-Man,
Enduro on the Atari. I also like the River Raid and Pac-Man.
Now, we know that pro footballers absolutely love playing FIFA, so do you play games with any pro footballers?
Olha, hoje em dia não mais, né, pelo fato de
So nowadays, not so much because of the current times, but definitely I remember back in the days, we played quite a lot when we were on national team duties during the World Cup, for example, and other tournaments. We spent a lot of time together and we played FIFA a lot.
Okay, now this might be a difficult question to admit, but who is the best Brazilian footballer you've ever played FIFA against?
eu lembro que na época todos jogavam.
Well, I don't know. We were all trying to be the best. Everybody wanted to win, so there was a bit of pressure and people trained all the time in order to not lose. I think we were all pretty great.
Maybe you can go from professional football and to playing FIFA esports as well. But there is something that I would like to show you. As you have inspired so many people across the globe, we have prepared a surprise for you. So we have a few pictures that fans have created for you. And I'd love for you to tell us what comes to mind when you see these images.
É maravilhoso, emocionante, né?
It's wonderful to see the art sent by fans. It's emotional. I feel happy. I'm touched. I like them all. These are great works. I'm very happy to see these pictures.
Do you have a particular favorite out of all of these pictures that you see here?
Todas são muito legais, né? Momentos especiais, né? Então,
They're all so special, so unique. They represent many moments of my life. I can't choose just one. They're all beautiful.
Well, thank you so much to all of the fans for submitting their work. Honestly, I wanted to show him the picture that I did for him, but I didn't want to show up the other fans. Anyway, let's see which other famous faces love playing FIFA.
Now, who's playing FIFA? The real question might be, though, who isn't playing FIFA? We already know that the single largest sports video game release in history gained a multitude of fans all over the world, no matter if they were diehard fans of the console or PC version of it. Every day we find out that these fans actually extend into other sports and other walks of the entertainment industry as well. If some of you have paid attention to Instagram or Facebook in the past years, you might have noticed this big trend and attention to social media marketing for the game. And one person you might not immediately pin as a FIFA player would be rapper Snoop Dogg. He admitted he's been playing FIFA since the early 90s and even perfected an English accent to match the commentators in the game.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a treat to play in the FIFA Tournament 2020.
Snoop Dogg himself has also been involved in promotions for FIFA, and he might be a straight G from Compton, but when he picks up the controller, he prefers being another G, a Galactico playing as Real Madrid.
Yeah, when I play with Real Madrid, I'm a monster.
The now retired fastest man on Earth has been one of those celebrities who not only loves to play FIFA, he literally loves football so much that he even became a part of it during a short stay in Australia.
Jamaican juggernaut scores his first goal for a professional side.
Football players should also be counted amongst stars, so it's no wonder that a big part of the FIFA fan base is built by the players themselves. In front of TV screens, we could already see names like Paul Pogba, Messi, and Ronaldo, and even many, many more. But let's be honest, there's nothing strange about footballers playing their favorite video game which they're a part of. Now, what about other music artists? In 2014, we witnessed one of the most noticeable rappers in the game, Drake, giving away copies of the game in LA. So it's understandable he's more into soccer than we previously thought.
It's a religion, you know, and you have to respect that.
And the best proof of this? One of the verses in J. Cole's song New York Times clearly states his friends likely play FIFA against the Canadian.
How I go from selling reefing plates to eating steaks with Cole and playing FIFA with Drake.
In mid-2018, another big rapper, 21 Savage, clearly stated he's ready to take on any rapper in a game of FIFA 18. 21 Savage later hit up his Instagram story showing him playing the game on a private jet. That's luxurious. There are an abundance of celebrities and athletes who play FIFA, but the list is simply too long to name them all. So hopefully we'll see them throw their gamer tags and PSIDs out there for open challenges. Just imagine how sick it could be if one day you could just randomly connect to the server and see that one of your favorite celebrities is on your friends list. Now who knows, with more and more stars joining the game, you might be lucky enough to be able to do so.
Now we're going to try and test your memory and see how well you remember your own career. Are you ready?
Ok.
First question, how many goals did you score for the Brazilian national team? Was it A, 29, B, 36, or C, 33?
Não sei.
I don't know. No idea, man.
Too many goals scored, too many. The answer is C, 33 goals for Brazil. Amazing. So question number 2. In your debut for Barcelona at Nou Camp, the match started at midnight. Which team was it against? Was it A, Atletico Bilbao, B, Sevilla, or C, Deportivo La Coruña?
Sevilha.
Sevilla is correct. Could you please describe the feeling for your first match for Barcelona at Nou Camp?
Bom, foi tudo muito diferente, até mesmo pelo horário do jogo, né? Um jogo meia-noite, foi o único jogo na minha carreira, também nunca vi.
Everything was so new for me, so different. A new team, a new field. Even the match at midnight was completely new to me. Before that match, I'd never heard about playing matches at midnight. There were a lot of emotions. It was intense. I even got to score my first goal, so that was a great debut.
Well, question number 3. How many times did you play in a PSG jersey in official matches? Was it A, 77, B, 91, or C, 60?
Não sei. Acho que 60.
I don't know. Maybe 60?
Ooh, it was 77. You played 77 matches in PSG jerseys in official matches, which is absolutely unbelievable. Now, one thing I did want to ask you is, you must have a lot of memorabilia or possessions from big matches you played in. What is your most cherished possession?
Olha, normalmente as camisas de jogos importantes.
Jerseys from important matches. I still have jerseys from finals and matches in which we won a title or a World Cup. I still keep these jerseys at home.
So question number 4. The night FC Barcelona beat Real Madrid 3-0 at Santiago Bernabeu in 2005, Madrid gave you a standing ovation and you scored 2 goals in that game. Which Barcelona player scored the other goal? Was it A, Messi, B, Eto'o, or C, Deco?
Acho que foi o Eto'o.
I think it was Eto'o.
That must have been absolutely incredible, but was that a strange feeling, being given a standing ovation by the opposition?
Olha, na hora do jogo eu nem prestei atenção, né, com a emoção do jogo, a concentração no jogo, nem prestei atenção.
Actually, during the game, I didn't notice the standing ovation. I was too concentrated. I was focused on the game and I didn't see it. There were too many emotions. Later on, when I was watching the game, I realized what happened and I was very touched by that gesture from the fans. I know that only a handful of players in the world have ever received a standing ovation for a goal from an opposing team's fans.
I mean, I can only imagine the adrenaline going through your body that entire match. So that was absolutely incredible. But your 5th and final question is, which song was played from the speakers at San Siro Stadium during your presentation? Was it A, Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics? Was it B, I Say Uchi Pego by Michel Tello? Or was it C, We Will Rock You by Queen?
Eu não lembro.
I don't remember. No, I can't recall that.
We Will Rock You by Queen was booming through the speakers at your presentation. Now, you did actually extremely well in that because your career spans over so many years. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on Gaming Night and for your support for Gamers Without Borders. You really have made not only my day, but also everyone who's watching at home. So thank you once again.
Obrigado, foi prazer participar.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure taking part in the show. Greetings to everyone at home. See you next time.
Thank you so much. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you so much. Professional footballers gain global fame wherever they go, but hot on their heels are the esports professionals in FIFA. I'm extremely fortunate to now welcome one of the most established FIFA esports players in the world. MS Dasari, thank you so much for joining us and supporting Gamers Without Borders.
Hi there. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Well, just going through a few of your accomplishments, you won the FUT19 Champions Cup, the FIFA E World Cup in 2018, and you're currently first in the West Asian qualifiers for the FIFA21 Global Series. Now, those accomplishments are amazing. How are you so consistent?
Well, I think I'm always hungry for more, and I'm always try to defend being the best player in the world. So that's what driving me to be that consistently level.
Well, speaking about your career, it's spanned across a few years now. What's been your greatest moment in your FIFA career so far?
Well, to be honest, there is a couple of moments, but if I had to pick one, it would be me winning the World Cup in 2018.
So you wouldn't say right now chatting to me on gaming night, right?
Perhaps not.
I won't let you answer that. That's fine. So we're going to test not only your FIFA knowledge, but your ability to sniff out lies among truths. Are you ready to play 2 truths, 1 lie?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get started.
Okay, so FIFA 20 hired Pablo Picasso, grandson, to design the game cover. B, Saudi Arabia national team participated in 5 World Cups. C, the biggest victory in international official match in history was 31-0. I'll go for C. I don't think anyone has lost 31. I know. At least they score 1.
I'm glad you think that that the Saudi Arabian team has participated in 5 World Cups. That is good. Pablo Picasso is a very, very famous artist, and I feel like the FIFA team would have been extremely fortunate to have his graphics, but that is the lie. Actually, Australia beat American Samoa 31-0. I mean, that's just unbelievable, isn't it?
It is.
Right, moving on. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, so the next one, A, is Ronaldo, the Brazilian striker, scored the most goals in World Cups history. B, EA earned only last year on FIFA over $1.6 billion. C, Real Madrid has won more La Liga titles than all the rest of the teams, excluding Barcelona. So I'm a Real Madrid fan, so I think C is not there. And B, because I've read it last week, not there, so the lie is A. I know Klose has broke the record in 2018, I think so.
Back of the net, nicely done. Ronaldo did not score the most goals in World Cup history. Who do you think has scored the most goals in World Cup history?
Klose.
Yes, it is Klose. Yeah. Nice. I love the knowledge. Right, let's go to the next one.
So the next one, A, is London's football club Arsenal were the only team in first ever live TV match. B, the oldest player in FIFA 21 is 53 years. C, PSG won the Champions League twice. Well, I'll go with PSG won the Champions League twice. It's the lie. But I need even to know who's the guy that he's 53 years old and still playing.
So a Japanese footballer called Miura is 53 years old on FIFA. And you know what's depressing? I'm 30. I've got 20 years on this guy. He'll still skin me on the football pitch, I bet. But
yeah, he's doubled me, yeah.
So London's football club Arsenal were the only team to ever play because they played their reserves team in 1937 on live TV.
Okay.
And
so the lie.
And the lie is PSG. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They've never won the Champions League. I can't believe it. Right, next one. Go for it.
Yeah. Swedish striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic never won the Champions League, but he played in 6 clubs which won that competition. Players are not allowed to make any weird or offensive faces when posing for FIFA series pictures. The youngest player to play in a World Cup qualifiers was 13 years old. So, is the youngest player in FIFA or the youngest player in real life?
In real life. In real life.
I think I'll go with Ibrahimovic never won the Champions League. I think I've read it once, but I'm not sure.
That is a fact. Can you name the 6 clubs that he's played in that you think he's never won the Champions League in?
Well, Juventus.
Yep.
AC Milan. Man United.
Yep.
PSG. Yeah.
No, not PSG.
Yeah, I think I have that 4. Yeah, with PSG never won. I'm not sure about the other clubs. I think he played with Malmo, the Swedish club, and Los Angeles, but I don't think they won the Champions League.
So he's played for Ajax, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Juventus, AC Milan, and Man United. And he never won the Champions League with any of those teams.
That's mad.
So the lie is that players are not allowed to make any weird or offensive faces, because we have one guy who will be shown on the screen right now by the name of Gauzeth, a Norwegian player who makes a weird face every single time he takes his picture for FIFA. And I think it's because he's salty because he's rated under 65 every year.
I think so.
And the youngest player to play was 13 years old, and he played for Togo in 2001. So, on to the next question, number 5.
Yeah. A Welsh striker, Mark Hofs, has played a match for his country and another team for the club Bayern Munich in the same day. B, 10 national teams have won the World Cup. C, 2018 World Cup final between France and Croatia was watched on TV by 1.2 billion audience. Let me have a thought. Like, Argentina won a World Cup, Brazil, France, Germany. Well, I'll go with B. I don't think 10 national teams have won the World Cup.
Your football knowledge is amazing. You are so right. B is the lie. The answer is 8 teams have won the World Cup. Germany, Brazil, France, Spain, Italy, Uruguay, England, and Argentina. Man, the other ones were facts. How crazy is that? Mark Hughes has played a game for Bayern Munich and his country in the same day.
Was that a retirement game?
I have no idea. I'm not sure, but that's just mad. That's crazy. Right, let's go on to the next one.
A, 5 asteroids were named after football players. B, Ronaldinho has scored 23 goals in a single match at the age of 13. C, only United States and Mexico can call football a soccer. I'll go with C, because I've met a couple of guys from the US and there was always saying soccer. So I'll go with C.
I am so surprised. Your football. We should have made this quiz harder, guys. I mean, come on. Yes, C is correct. Yeah, 5 asteroids are named after football players. Ronaldinho scored 23 goals when he was a kid in a single match. And the answer is USA and Canada call football soccer. Mexico calls it football. So,
let's go.
Question
At
number
least
7.
half right.
Sorry?
Yeah. At least the answer was half right.
Exactly, it was half right. Right, on to the next one, my friend. You are smashing through this quiz.
A, the very first game of basketball was played using football. B, football is 28-inch size since it was invented. C, FIFA has been translated into 27 languages. Well, to be honest, I have no idea about any answer, but I'll just have with my feeling that A is the lie. The very first game of basketball was played using football. I'm guessing it's a lie.
It was a fact. It was played in 1891 using a football for the first game of basketball. The lie was that FIFA has been translated into 27 languages. It has only been translated into 18. Which is still crazy. Like one game, 18 languages. That is crazy. Right, let's go on to number 8.
Okay. So number 8, A, Angel Di Maria was traded for 35 footballs between 2 Argentinian clubs. B, the only player who played for 3 countries was Lasalo Kubala. C, FIFA21 dab celebration has been trademarked by Paul Pogba. Well, I'll go with Angel Di Maria. I think he worth more than 35 football.
I was thinking that when I read through these questions as well, but that is in fact a fact. Angel Di Maria was traded for 35 footballs. Torito played 35 footballs for Angel Di Maria, which is insane. It is in fact that the FIFA21 dab celebration has not been trademarked by Paul Pogba. I guess he wasn't allowed it. Right, next question.
Next question is A, Francesco Totti scored 50 goals in Serie A. B, Justin Bieber said, I'm getting nice in FIFA. C, Brazilian striker Romario scored 850 goals in his professional career. I'll go with B. Like, I think Totti is an icon, definitely, and Romario scored a ton of goals. So I'll go with B.
First of all, do you think you could take Justin Bieber in a game of FIFA?
100%.
I like that confidence. But however, Brazilian striker Romario scored 772 goals in his career. That was a bit of a trick question because I don't think that's very fair. However, you have one final question. I'm rooting for you. Let's get this one right. One more.
Let's go. So A, Cristiano Ronaldo won more Ballon d'Or than Messi. B, Peter
So his name is
Swarovski.
Świerczewski. There you go. I'll do it for you.
Peter Swarovski. Polish national team midfielder was the cover athlete for FIFA International Soccer. C, Ultimate Team mode in FIFA 21 is $3,000 per minute. Well, because I want the last answer to be right, I'll have to go with A, that Cristiano Ronaldo won more Ballon d'Or than Messi.
Yes, there we go. Messi has won the Ballon d'Or 4 times and Cristiano has won it twice. You are right. Piotr Świerczewski, can't believe I just got that right. He was the cover athlete in FIFA, and Ultimate Team makes $3,000 a minute. That's
huge.
That is huge, isn't it? Well, thank you so much, Emma Stossari, for joining me on Gaming Night. It really has been a pleasure. And thank you so much for supporting Gamers Without Borders.
Thank you. It's my honor to be here.
The Gaming Night is full of stars from all over the gaming world, branching from various different games, all the way from FIFA down to what game our next guest is most known for. Counter-Strike. He's an absolute legend in the gaming sphere and has so many awards, so many trophies under his belt. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Device.
All right, so I'm gonna try to see if I can guess what the false. So you can see your own shadow in Cisco. I think that's true. I know that's true. You can't see that. Wombat's saliva contains poison. Seems quite legit in some way. I don't know, like a pink dolphin in Louisiana. Nah, I don't believe that one. I think that's false, the pink dolphin. What? Wombat. Wombat is that cute animal, right? Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's so cute. Aww. There are actually a lot of pink dolphins. What? Alright. Bees can fly higher than Mount Everest. That seems kinda like a cap. That doesn't seem like it's true. First video game tournament, 1972. Could have happened. Like video game tournaments at that point could be a guy just hosting his friends and playing some video games. PSP was the first console in Spain. Space, not Spain. I don't believe that bees can fly higher than Mount Everest. I'm gonna say that. That's false. It's probably true though. Oh, that's bad. Game Boy, PSP. What is a PSP? Isn't that PlayStation Portable? Oh yeah, that's really new actually. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I think the pandas, they eat a lot of bamboo. I believe that one. RPG games are 30 years old. First RPG game was doing religious sites. So that seems false. What is the 30-year-old RPG game? Like, it's hard to see what that was. Dungeons and Dragons on PC, something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna take the one in the middle. It's false that you have a higher chance of getting virus from religious web pages rather than adult sites. That's false. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's probably not false. Like the religious websites are probably a lot of scam. Like that's a lot of scam. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with the first one. RPG games are not 30 years old. All right. I got one correct. Yes. Okay. Like the first one is false because I know you can actually marry a video game character in Japan. I think it is. That little you have it on you take it to dinner and stuff. So I'm gonna say the first one is false. You can definitely marry a video game character somewhere. I've seen that. Yeah. Balls made of glass can bounce higher than rubber ones. I mean, if the glass doesn't break, yeah, definitely. 2 square miles, that's the area of the smallest country in the world. The smallest country in the world is the Vatican. It's definitely bigger than 2 square miles. Is it? Is it though? No, it's probably not. Okay, I think it's false that Arnold Schwarzenegger refused to play in the Quake movie. That's false. He would have said yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm 3 for 2 now. Esport pro players in the Netherlands have founded workers' unions and are donated by the Dutch government. That's true. The first food eaten in space was as applesauce. Makes sense. That is something in a can or something like that. Pink hippopotamus milk. That's just weird. That's false. Founded workers' unions. It's like we have something like that in Denmark. I don't think it's donated by the government though.
I hope you enjoyed today's show, and don't forget that all the way through Gamers Without Borders, we are supporting UNICEF, Gavi, Direct Relief, IMC, and KS Relief. Stay tuned, because for all the next 5 weeks, I will also be interviewing the teams from those great charities and bringing you loads more action from Gamers Without Borders. And remember, no one left behind. My name is Banks. See you next time.